Hi, and welcome to the short video on Windows Autopilot. Windows Autopilot is a modern device deployment methodology. The device can be sent directly to the user, and the user is able to log into that device through the out-of-box experience and build themselves from the cloud. Key benefits of Windows Autopilot is that there's minimal interaction from the IT department. There's no more need to maintain operating system deployment images, no need to maintain driver packs, and your device can be deployed anywhere there's an internet connection. So as a brief overview, I'm going to show you the Windows Autopilot experience as the end user would see it. So the user receives the device, they take it out of the box, they plug it in, they turn it on. At this point, the device turns on and goes through the out-of-box experience. The user sees screens that they would be very familiar to if they've ever bought a device from a retail outlet. So they pick the country that they're in, they set up their language, and they're able to set up any additional peripheral devices. The device will then go through and ask them to connect to a network. Now, at this point in time, if the user connects to a network that does not have internet connectivity, the build process will go through and Autopilot will not execute. It's at that point the device can then be reset and the Autopilot process can start again. So once the user has picked a network to connect to, the setup process continues, and then the user is prompted for their login and password. So the user enters their user ID and password. It's also at this point, if you have multi-factor authentication or self-service password reset configured, that can be made part of this enrollment process. So the user is able to set up their security questions or enroll into multi-factor authentication. Once the user has authenticated, the device talks to the internet and an enrollment screen is presented. So this way the user knows that something is happening on the device. The user can see policies coming down, and also if any errors occur during this particular time. For example, if the internet connection drops out, or the user may close the device down. Those error logs can be captured and sent to IT, or IT can intervene at this point. Once the policies have been applied successfully, the machine reboots and then logs into the device, and the user goes through the profile setup process. So the user is then presented with a second enrollment screen, and they're able to see which applications are being deployed. So that is done after the user has logged into the device and the profile has been created. Windows Hello can also be configured to be set up at this point in time. Part of the Windows Hello process is to set up a PIN. This is a secondary form of authentication into Windows Hello in case there's a failure with the camera or the camera's not working for some reason. Once Windows Hello has been set up, the user is at the desktop and they are ready to use the device. This is where the video presentation ends of this demo. However, if we were to click on the Start button, we would see the applications that have been deployed for the user and the policies and compliance settings that have come down from the cloud to configure the device for the school environment. Thank you very much for watching this demo. If you'd like to organize your own demo of Windows Autopilot or a proof of concept, please contact your Data3 representative.